So the best money that we've ever had in Grand Theft Auto Online is happening this week. The double RP and double cash is on the Titan job for the new update, new DLC rather, of Oscar Guzman Flies Again. So if you haven't done the Titan job, the setup is pretty fast, it's very easy, and you should be able to do the entire mission in under an hour. Maybe your first time when you do it, it's gonna take a little bit longer, but after the second, third time, you should be able to do it in 45 minutes to an hour. It normally pays $750,000, but this week they're paying double. If you do it on hard mode, you're gonna get $1.5 million, which is completely doable. And you can do it solo. You don't have to do this with anybody. So it's easily some of the best money that we've ever had. And I figure that I would give you some tips that I've learned now that I've done the job about 5-6 times. So the first tip that I have is going to be in the very first mission when you get on the motorcycle and you're supposed to climb to the top of the mountain. Instead of going all the way to the top where the tower is and then shooting out the tower from there, just go to the base of the mountain and you can shoot it with a heavy sniper or a regular sniper that has explosive rounds. This cuts a lot of time off the first mission, so it's definitely worth it. But once you destroy the tower, if you have explosive rounds on your heavy sniper, you can just stand at the top of the mountain and shoot down the plane and it'll drop all the cargo almost immediately, so you never have to leave the mountain. But if you're doing it just regular like I'm doing it, the SMG Mark II is going to be the best way to shoot down the airplane. It's going to do the most damage, and they provide you with that in the mission. Until you unlock the explosive rounds, the SMG will be just fine. Does plenty of damage. And then I usually just leave the crates until all 4 of them have dropped. So I'll chase the plane, shoot it, make sure it drops all 4 crates, and then I go back and get the crates. That's been faster for me. Let me know if that works for you. Also, if any of these tips are helpful, like the video, I'd really appreciate it. And hit the sub button if you've completed the Titan job already. On the second mission where you have to get the mogul airplane, if you want to save some time and not have to go through and sneak around and kill everybody, you can land on the left side of the silver mogul. There's only one guy that you have to shoot behind the plane, and then you can just pop in and take that one. Another tip for this mission is so you don't have to do so much maneuvering. I would try to fly low to the ground. Usually that ends up that the airplanes that are chasing you, they end up running into the ground or crashing into each other, so it's less that Oscar has to shoot down and to kind of save some time. But you don't need to do a lot of maneuvering. You can just shoot the flares every time you hear a missile lock and you should be fine. The cooldown on them is super fast, so you don't have to worry about getting shot down by missiles. A tip for the Iron Mule setup mission: if you have a Kuruma or an armored vehicle that you can shoot out of, that one's gonna help you so much for this one, because there are a lot of enemies in it, so they can kill you pretty quickly. But if you have an armored vehicle like an armored Kuruma, which is what I use, then you can just show up to the area that they're at, where you're gonna plant your jammers, and basically stay in the vehicle the entire time, use it as cover, and then just shoot from there without losing a bunch of health. It makes this mission so much better and a lot less dangerous. Also, in the Iron Mule setup, only take 1 helicopter. You don't need more unless you're playing with multiple people and you're trying to steal the heavy armor or heavy ammo or mogul gun in the next mission, but you don't need it. What I do is I'll take the Iron Mule and I'll just pick up the Insurgent just because you get a little extra money for bringing it in, and then I take that to the base along with the 1 helicopter. It's not going to affect anything during the mission, only bringing 1 helicopter back. You'll be able to complete the finale with just 1. And for bringing back that Insurgent, you're going to get an extra $7,500, and it takes 2 seconds. So I would just bring it back anyways. Now in the next mission called Ammunition, where you have to take the Iron Mule over to the cargo, you only need the Titan 250D ammunition. This mission takes 12 seconds to do. It's super easy and you don't need the other parts of it. Especially during this double XP weekend, any extra time that you're not completing the finale is just wasted time because it's so much money that you get. And in the very final mission, when you're actually shooting down the Titan, you actually don't have to shoot the missiles, shoot down the helicopters, or the planes that are following you. They don't do enough damage and not enough missiles hit you to shoot you out of the sky anyways, as long as you're shooting the Titan the entire time. Now, if you've got bad aim and you're not hitting the Titan the entire time, knocking down its health, then the chase is going to go on longer. Then you may have to shoot down the missiles and protect yourself. But if you've got aim and you can just keep shooting the Titan, then you'll be good. Once you shoot down the Titan and you actually land, because you jump out of the mogul with Oscar in it, if you actually die right away and you have your armored Kuruma or an armored vehicle that you can shoot out of as your personal vehicle, it'll spawn right next to you, and then you can just hop in there and kill all the Eberhard guys. Because this mission is a little bit tricky. There's a lot of enemies. They take a few shots to go down, and any extra health that you can save before you load the Titan with ammunition and repair the engine is going to help you out a lot. So yeah, if any of these tips helped you out, hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate that. Like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.